Hello friends, I hope you are doing well. Now today we'll start a new topic, iteration through loops. Iteration through loops. The iterative statements allow a set of instructions to be performed repeatedly until a certain condition is fulfilled. It is also called looping statements. It means that whenever we have to repeat a set of instructions, we prefer looping. Python supports two types of looping statements, for loop and while loop. So in Python we have two types of loop. The for loop allows a code block to be repeated a certain number of times. It is also called counting loop. So for loop generally we prefer when we know well in advance that how many times the loop is to be repeated. That's why it is also called counting loop. While loop is preferred when we are not sure how many times we need to execute a group of statement. It is also called conditional loop. So sometimes we know that repetition is required, but how many times that is not sure. So in that situation we prefer while loop, and that's why while loop is a conditional loop. Till the condition is true, it will execute. So let us start for loop in detail. The for loop is an entry control loop or pre-tested loop preferred for a fixed number of iterations. That means in for loop the condition is tested at the time of entering in the loop. That's why it is also known as pre-tested loop. For loop is used to repeat itself over a range of values or a sequence. So whenever we have to do any operation in a particular range, so we prefer the for loop. So some examples are here. For example, if string s is containing for and we run a loop a in s, print a. So here a in s, it means ki one by one it will extract the letters from string. So the output will come f o r in separate line. Okay. The second example you can see, for a in range 3, print a. Here if we start a loop in range using range, so it will by default start from 0 and the number which is written here is not included. That means that for I in range 3 the loop will run 3 times, but the printing will begin from 0. So that means the output will be 0, 1 and 2. Now see another example. For I in range 1, 4, print a. In this you can see the loop is starting from 1 and going till 4 means ki 4 is not included. The last limit is not included. That means the loop will run total 3 times and the output will be 1, 2 and 3. One more example. For I in range 5, 0, -2. It means the loop is beginning from 5. It will end before 0. 0 is not included. And the update is of -2. That means that after every printing the value will be decreased by 2. So that's why the output is 5, 3, 1. So these are the different examples. So I hope with the help of these examples it is clear how to use for loop. So now let us understand with the help of some programs. So question is, write a program to input a natural number and print all the numbers from 1 to that number along with their sum. For example, if the number is 5, we are going to print all the numbers from 1 to 5 and the total sum from 1 to 5. So we'll take an input of a number, then we'll convert in numeric form. S, we are taking one extra variable for finding sum. The loop will run from for I in range 1, a plus 1. Why a plus 1? If we want to add up to a, so as you know the last number is not included, so the loop will run from 1 to a plus 1. So in this case it will add all the numbers from 1 to a. Print I, it is for printing the number, and s is equal to s plus I. Every I will be added in s variable. And finally printing of sum will be outside the loop. This is outside the loop. Indentation is very important in Python. So these two lines are in the body and this is outside the body. Let us see with the help of example. If a value is 4, see how it is working. One variable is I for loop and s is a sum variable which is beginning in the beginning, which is 0. First time when I is 1, 1 will be printed and 0 plus 1 it will find the sum of s is equal to s plus I means previous sum plus current I, 0 plus 1. It will find 1. When I is 2, it will add 1 plus 2. The new sum will become 3. When I is 3, it will add 3 plus 3. The new sum is 6. And when I is 4, it will add 6 plus 4. That is 10. So finally, now let us see another example. Write a program to input a number and check whether it is a prime number or not. As you know, the prime number is a number which has only two factors because it is divisible by 1 and itself. So n we can take input, then we can convert into numeric form, then we'll use a counter variable. We'll run a loop from 1 to n plus 1. Why? Because we are going to count all the factors of a number from 1 to the number itself. As you know, the number last number is not included, so that's why we are writing the loop from 1 to n plus 1. So it will run from 1 to n. Now if n, that is a number, is divisible by I, if number is divisible by loop variable, we can increase the counter by 1. That means here we are counting the total number of factors for the number. And outside the loop, if counter is 2, that means as we have discussed, the number is prime number is divisible by 1 and itself only. So if the number is having total 2 factors, 1 and itself, so that number will be known as prime number. Otherwise, the number is not a prime number. Let us see with the help of some value. If n is 5, as you can know, 5 is having only 2 factors, so the output will come 5 is a prime number. If n is 8, so 8 is having 4 factors, 1, 2, 4 and 8. So this condition is false, so 8 is not a prime number. So this is the program. These programs are clear. Thank you.